Have you ever wondered why, even after achieving your goals, people still feel anxious and dissatisfied? Why, despite all our efforts, the mind remains restless and happiness seems elusive? Maybe the problem isn't what we lack, but that we're looking for answers in the wrong place. Buddhist teachings, proven over centuries, reveal a surprising truth: peace and harmony are not found in the future, in achievements, or in control. They are already within you. It's just that the modern world has made us prisoners of our thoughts, fears, and expectations. We're stuck worrying about what was and fearing what will be, forgetting that the only real moment is now. In this video, we'll explore 7 Buddhist principles that will help you find inner peace and learn to live more simply. Let's start with the first principle: the importance of mindful breathing. Everyone notices how their breathing changes. It becomes shallow during stress and deep in moments of calm. But few realize that by controlling your breath, you can control your mind. Mindful breathing is a powerful tool that brings us back to the present moment. When the mind is chaotically jumping between the past and the future, creating anxiety, the breath becomes an anchor. Try it right now. Close your eyes, inhale deeply through your nose for a count of 4, hold your breath for 7 seconds, then slowly exhale through your mouth for 8 seconds. Repeat 3 times. This simple 4-7-8 technique, known in yoga, instantly reduces stress. Breathing is the bridge between body and mind. By managing it, you learn to manage your reactions, keeping a clear mind even in the most difficult situations. The second principle is the power of inner silence. We live in a world of constant noise, notifications, calls, endless streams of information. But there's even more noise inside our heads: endless thoughts, doubts, and worries. This inner dialogue prevents us from hearing ourselves. Imagine your mind as a lake. If the surface is constantly disturbed, you can't see the bottom. But once the water calms, everything becomes clear. The same goes for the mind. Clarity is born in silence. Try taking short, silence pauses during the day. Just freeze for 10 to 15 seconds, pay attention to your breath, and feel the moment. These short breaks turn off the automatic flow of thoughts. Another tool is the practice of silence. Spend at least an hour a day without speaking, just observing your thoughts. You'll be surprised how much unnecessary noise lives inside. Remember, true silence is not the absence of sound, but deep presence. The third principle is acceptance and letting go of control. We're used to controlling everything: events, people, the future. It seems safer that way. But it's an illusion. Life is constantly changing, and the more tightly we cling to our plans and expectations, the more we suffer from disappointment. Acceptance is not passivity or inaction. It's the wisdom to see reality as it is and not waste energy fighting what we cannot change. Think of a river. It doesn't fight the current, it just flows. Letting events take their course means trusting life. Next time something doesn't go as planned, instead of getting irritated, say to yourself, "This is the moment." Feel the tension leave as you stop fighting. The paradox is that by letting go of control, we gain more confidence and inner strength. The fourth principle is balancing thoughts and emotions. The mind and feelings often seem like enemies. The mind is logical, emotions are spontaneous. But they're closely connected. Our thoughts generate our emotions. The thought, "I can't handle this," creates fear, while "I can do it" brings confidence. Remember, a thought is not a fact. It's just a mental event. Imagine your thoughts as clouds in the sky. They come and go, but the sky remains unchanged. You don't have to believe every thought or react to it. Watch them from the side. The same with emotions, you don't need to suppress them. Suppressed anger or fear doesn't disappear, it just accumulates inside. Learn to be aware of your feelings. Ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? Where do I feel it in my body? Awareness is the first step to freeing yourself from the power of emotions. Balance is when the mind is aware of emotions but doesn't suppress them, and emotions are present but don't take over. The fifth principle is to live in the present. Most of the time, our mind wanders either in the past, regretting mistakes, or in the future, worrying about what might happen. But life happens only here and now. The past can't be changed, and the future hasn't come yet. The only reality is this moment. Try practicing anchoring in the moment. When you drink tea, focus on its taste and warmth. When you walk down the street, feel your feet touching the ground. These simple actions bring you back to reality. Think of children. They are fully immersed in play, not thinking about yesterday or tomorrow. That's why their lives seem so vivid. By returning to the present, we also gain this freshness of perception and reduce anxiety, because when the mind is focused on the here and now, there's simply no space for worry. The sixth principle is the power of gratitude. When we're dissatisfied with life, we focus on what we lack. But gratitude instantly changes our perception. It rewires the mind to notice the good that's already there. Science has proven that practicing gratitude reduces stress and improves sleep. Try a simple practice. Every evening before bed, write down 3 things you're grateful for from the day. They can be big achievements or small things: a tasty coffee, a stranger's smile, a beautiful sunset. Over time, your mind will automatically find more positives. Ask yourself, what if you woke up tomorrow with only what you were grateful for today? This question makes you value what we often take for granted. Gratitude is not waiting for happiness from outside, but realizing that its source is already within. And finally, the seventh principle is the power of detachment and simplicity. The modern world teaches us that more is better. But Buddhism says suffering is born from attachments. We fear losing what we have and worry about what we can't get. Detachment is not indifference, but freedom from the tyranny of desires. You can strive for success, but your happiness shouldn't depend on the result. Simplicity is not just minimalism in things, but also in thoughts. Get rid of mental clutter, old grudges, unnecessary expectations, fears. As Lao Tzu said, the less you have, the less you are owned. Spend a day without social media or news, clean out your closet, let go of relationships that bring pain. By clearing external space, you clear your inner space. When chaos disappears, clarity appears. There is great power and freedom in simplicity. Now you know 7 teachings that can change your life. But knowledge without practice is just information. Real change begins with action. Ask yourself, are you ready to trade anxiety for mindfulness, and mental chaos for inner clarity? If yes, start right now. Take a deep, mindful breath. Feel this moment. Thank yourself for it. This is your first step to a life without unnecessary tension. Write in the comments which principle resonated with you the most. Maybe your comment will inspire someone else. If you're interested in this topic, subscribe to the channel and click the bell so you don't miss new videos about mindfulness practices. Remember, your mind can be your best friend or your strictest jailer. The choice is yours.